for the suspension of Honolulu prosecutor Keith Kaneshiro while he fights potential criminal charges.
But as Rick DAYSOG reports, his attorney says officials calling for Kaneshiro to step aside are rushing to judgment without evidence.
We've asked the Supreme Court to immediately suspend Mr. Kaneshiro.
Attorney General Claire Connors says prosecutor Keith Kaneshiro has a conflict of interest because as the target of a federal criminal investigation, his personal defense makes it too hard to put the public first.
You cannot operate under a conflict of interest. It does subject the cases that you are currently handling, in this case the cases that Mr. Kaneshiro is handling in his capacity as the Honolulu prosecutor, to potential ethical and legal challenges.
Kaneshiro's lawyer, William McCorson, confirmed that his client received a target letter, but says he doesn't need to step down.
There should be no rush to judgment here. There has been no finding by anybody that Mr. Kaneshiro has done anything wrong. There has been no finding of probable cause by any prosecutor or grand jury regarding Mr. Kaneshiro.
McCorson says if Kaneshiro is indicted, that could change things. Mayor Kurt Caldwell says if Kaneshiro asked him what he should do, he would tell him to go on leave.
When we had this issue regarding a target letter for our corporation counsel, she voluntarily elected, and I supported it, that she take a leave of absence while this is resolved.
The Attorney General's suspension petition is separate from the impeachment proceedings now underway, which seeks to permanently remove Kaneshiro from office. But Tracy Yoshimura, who's organizing the impeachment petition, says he supports the AG's action.
Kaneshiro's actions and presence in that office jeopardizes the status of basically every case that has been prosecuted by his office because of the question on his integrity.
Kaneshiro's lawyer says the impeachment process is full of mistruths and that the process is unconstitutional. Rick DAYSOG, Hawaii News Now.
This is yet another case with extensive coverage on our digital platforms. You can go to our website or download our free news app to watch the full video of today's news conference about Keith Kaneshiro. And of course, Lynn will be back at 6 o'clock on KGMB and K5 to answer more questions about the investigation.
And now to the latest on the winter storm aftermath. On Kauai, crews spent the day trying to restore power to areas including Koke'e, Kapa'a, and the North Shore between Kilauea and Haena. As of this afternoon, roughly 125 outages remained, mostly in Koke'e. The island's utility is also working to restore service to some department